What up? On live once again. It's Friday morning. Thought I'd get up here and see what you guys are doing this morning. I know last time I did live, which was I think Wednesday, it ended abruptly, and that was because my phone died. So my apologies for that. I'm gonna try to make sure that I keep battery awareness so that my phone doesn't cut out on you guys while I'm talking, or you guys are talking. It was good though. I'm gonna be up here for like another maybe 20 minutes. All depends on how many folks chime in and come in on the live. I know I don't normally post when I'm gonna do lives. I guess I need to start doing that. So folks don't seem like it's like a pop-up session when I do live, which honestly it is, but I think uh I think it benefit me a little bit better if I at least schedule some lives, talk to you guys. 'Cause I know some of you guys have questions for me or just want to rap and get my perspective on certain things. So I know a lot of folks will come up on this live later on and be like, damn, I missed them. So I want to make sure everybody gets the opportunity to say what they gotta say, whether it be positive or negative. I invite trolls too. Doesn't matter. Just understand if you do troll me, I might say something to you. It's all good though. It's YouTube, man. That's all it is, YouTube. What's up, Brady? How you doing? Just wanted to get on live for a little bit, see what you guys doing on Friday. Actually, what are y'all doing tonight? This troll isn't good. That means you are pushing it. Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, Dan. Yeah, once you get to the level where you actually have trolls consistently coming up on your channel, and it's the same trolls, that means you're doing something right. Like for real, because that means they are emotionally invested in your channel or you per se, which to me is weird as hell. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I should comment on other folks' videos a lot more, especially the ones that actually rock with me. But it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not I don't know, I'm not too much of a social person when it comes to like, leaving comments, but I do comment. I just don't comment as much as what I probably should. To show love to other channels that show me love. So I will admit that. But blame it on my mind, not my heart. Going to Netflix bites tonight. Oh, it's a slow night tonight. I hear you. Editing videos tonight, probably recording a few at home. Just snap some videos. Okay, bet that. Yeah, I need to start stacking videos as well. 'Cause I know there have been some days where I did not post, and I know some folks probably was like, what's going on here? I think the longest I've gone about posting was like 4 days, and I know I got a lot more content to put out there. It's endless content, especially when you don't have a niche. You can literally talk about anything, and it's fine because you're not really worried about the algorithm. You're not really worried about views or things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, I mean, views are good. It pays you, but when you really are a content creator, a YouTuber, and you literally do not care about the algorithm, you really just want to talk about what you want to talk about. That's like the most freedom you can have up here. It really is because you're not chasing views. You're not chasing algorithm. So with me having a channel like this, I can literally talk about anything and it does not matter to me. Whatever is on my mind, I'll talk about. Yeah, I'm traveling on to Baltimore, but it was oh, what you doing in Baltimore? Baltimore is I would say it's up the road from me, but it's not. It's like with traffic, probably about 2 hours. I had a coworker at my old job, the one I got furloughed from. He lived a little bit above Baltimore. We both worked in DC, but he lived in I think the town he was in was called Townsend, which is really close to the Pennsylvania border. And yeah, his drive was crazy. There's a train that literally goes almost up to the top of Maryland to where Pennsylvania is at. and you take that train, I think, all the way to Baltimore City, and then you take the metro. Well, you take another. I'm sorry, you take another train from Baltimore to DC, and then when you get in DC, you had to take another train, the metro, another 5 stops to get to the get to work. I think he said like altogether it was like almost 2.5 hours to get to work. So he literally started driving. He was like, "Man, screw this! I'm not gonna," because our job paid for they paid for our transportation, so we actually got a stipend that paid for our train rides. Sometimes we had to take a Lyft or an Uber. They pay for everything. That was a man. That was a great job. I hated I lost that job for real. I'm still pissed about that. But yeah, he was like, man, I need my time back. So he wanted to get a what's the electric Mustang that's right now. Yeah, it's the electric version of the Mustang. He bought that vehicle and he started driving. And his commute right now, depending on how early he drives, is like an hour 15 minutes versus 2.5 hours. So sometimes you got to pay for convenience, man. Mach 3, yeah, Mach E, yeah, yep, that's what he got. Got an all black joint. Joint nice too. I ain't gonna front, but that job is over with. So on to the next one. What else y'all doing today though? Mount Sinai Hospital. Yeah, I've been to Mount Sinai before. Yeah, I mainly gone to Baltimore to the airport. It's a big hub airport, so a lot of times, me and my wife was going somewhere, we would fly out of there because the flight was cheaper. But man, sometimes going cheap and not having a lot of layovers, leaving from a big hub. But sometimes it's a headache. It really is. I don't like that airport, and I don't like Atlanta's airport. Those are the I can't stand those airports. Those two are the worst airports, man, for real. A lot of folks say Miami's airport is hectic. To me, it's not. I love Miami's airport. Keep talking. I'm almost done. That's what that supposed to mean. I'm volunteering for my kids' second grade class to what? To serve apple cider. Okay, bet. That's what's up. Yeah, my daughter goes to a Christian school, so they have church service every Wednesday during the day. So I've gone there a couple times. They be having a lot of events up there too. But that joint expensive though. I ain't gonna front. But that's what you got to do sometimes to to make sure your kids have the best education possible and for them to learn about the Lord. So she was going to another school before. We was trying to get her into that Christian school for like 2 years. It was like a really long wait list. So she went to a another private school for 2 years. And honestly, the curriculum there was a lot more advanced. So her coming to this Christian school actually it's like she's like one of the smartest kids in the class because in the other school they were doing like 2 grade levels above them kind of work. But there were some things about that school that I didn't like. I mean, it was okay, what I'm saying? But I think the kicker for me, and this is no offense to anybody, what I'm saying? This is my life. I try to be respectful of everybody's opinions on things. But last year she brought home a book. They normally have like a book reading every 2 weeks. And she brought home a book, this one had pictures to it. And sometimes I would help her out with the book, sometimes I wouldn't. But this time I actually, sat down and helped out with the book. And long story short, I guess it was called, I guess, considered a sub story inside of that book. It looked like it was these two girls in middle school that had relations. Like basically, they were like girlfriend and girlfriend, like they were lesbians. They didn't say it in the book, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, but when you read through the story, I'm like, wait a minute, something don't sound right here. I'm like, what? Like, and I read it like 3 times just to make sure I wasn't tripping. I'm like, nah, I know I'm not stupid, whatever. They're trying to insinuate that these two girls are actually dating. So yeah, once I saw that joint, I was like, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, nah, we not doing that. Nah, not in elementary school. That's crazy. I mean, call me a racist or like a bigot if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But that to me that's crazy. So yeah, once that happened, I was like, yeah, we need to get her in this school like ASAP. So I used to take Dulles. Dulles is straight. Dulles and Reagan, those are two great airports. I like those airports. Yeah, I have to change this to Cleveland, shit, and put it on the change. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it is crazy, Tiffany. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I kept reading that joint. I'm like, man, I know I'm not tripping. Like this is crazy. But and then that's the thing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my daughter was in the first grade when she was reading this book. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and she can read very well. So I mean, I know she probably couldn't comprehend what the story was saying as far as I comprehended it. You know what I'm saying? But that's like some underlining like brainwashing. Like we're not doing that. We're just not, man. And also who could be on that house. Another hailstone. Okay, bet that. Getting that money, right? Getting that money. Get that content so dope. But yeah, Dan. Yep, no doubt. No doubt. My big thing is that, eventually when children, get to a certain age, I was probably about teenager age. If not a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like, well, no, I'll take that back. I would say by the time they reach puberty, and maybe a couple years after that, whatever, that's when I think the kids can at least grasp, the separation of like, okay, this is this way, this is that way, and it's acceptable. But when you have a child reading stuff like that and their mind is like in like the early development stage, that's really like it's like brainwashing. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not doing that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? No offense to that community at all. I have nothing against them. I have family members that are gay and lesbian. So I have no dog in the fight when it comes to like saying certain things about them. I love my family members to death. I have friends that are gay and lesbian. I have nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? But even the ones that are my friends and my family, they would say the same thing I'm saying. They'll say the same thing. Like, there's no reason why a 5-year old should be reading something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that topic. Yeah, stay safe, Montana. Yep. Stay safe in that brew, bro. Maybe high school is fine. Yep, no doubt. It looks like it's hot out here, but it really isn't. It's actually a really, really nice day. Probably in the mid 70s, I think, right now. Oh boy. But I don't think this is gonna be a busy Friday. Probably go out tonight. My wife, she got something going on tonight, whatever I'm saying. So I've already got plans. Always make plans in advance. But sometimes if you got something going on or whatever, then we'll go to a late dinner or something like that. So I'll probably do that. And then tomorrow I gotta go to this college. So yeah, your boy's about to go back to school. Because they're gonna pay for it. The VA anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I already talked to the college and I'm going to go back to school and do their two year degree in cloud computing. So it's like AWS cloud solutions. Probably working with some other programs. I've seen that cloud infrastructure pays a lot of damn money, man. Like for real, it pays a lot of freaking money. Like with this job search, damn near every single job that paid more than a little bit more than what I was making before. was all in cloud. And I have a little bit of experience and been exposed to cloud infrastructure, but I don't have the certs and I don't have the hands-on experience that these guys want. These guys wanted like junior level cloud engineers. And that's another thing about cloud infrastructure. Like there is some automation when it comes to that, but you know, the way it's so complicated and the way things work when it comes to data centers and other facilities that deal with cloud infrastructure, AI is not going to eliminate those jobs like that. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a field that I can get into that really transitions well from cybersecurity, pays a lot, and a lot of those jobs are actually remote jobs. You don't even have to go into the office to do that kind of work. That's a win-win for me. So, but yeah, I'm gonna talk to them folks tomorrow, whatever, see what they're talking about, and the VA is gonna pay for it and full and stipend. Yeah, I sign me up. See, that's what you guys talking about. I agree. Late this time. You still invest in the stock market? Yeah, man. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, I still got some stocks in the stock market. Still buy crypto. Still doing XC. You know, like I don't got a job right now. You know, so I can only do but so much. But I mean, I'm definitely moving stuff around. And once I start working consistently again, then I'm definitely gonna start investing a lot more. But yeah, the investments are still there. I tried not to touch them when I was unemployed because I didn't want like to hurt my position in those stocks. But not gonna lie, a couple of them that built so much that I was like, yeah, I need to pull some out so I can pay a bill here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get it back. Which cloud computing is huge. Yeah, it is huge, man. Real talk. Yo, for real? Hold on, man. Hold on, yo. Give me a second. Hold on. Better get this punk ass out of here for real. There you go. Come on, Diddy and somebody. Y'all see that? This is what I'm talking about, man. This is not what I'm talking about. That's not even a troll. That's man. I tell you, man. If you don't want to be, attacked or get pissed off or get frustrated sometimes, don't be a YouTuber because some folks come up here acting crazy, yo, crazy. I'm tired of bigger person. Just put an accent. Round table, I'm telling you, hey, you playing a dangerous game doing that stuff, man. For real. You playing a dangerous game. Karma is real. Karma is real, man. I'm telling you. When I play like that, it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, to like not necessarily have beef with somebody, but I mean, but like, like if you don't like somebody, you stay away from them. But to be talking crazy like that, like that's wild. That's wild. I would not want to be around you, yo. For real. Cause that's extremely bad energy. Appreciate you, Montana. Appreciate you, bro. He banned somebody didn't smile. What you talking about, man? Baiting? Do that in Jesus' name. Yep. Yep, Dion. Yep, no doubt. That's some crazy talking, yo. So I can't even tell what trolling is with the lingo and acronyms. Yeah, trolling is basically like, somebody get on your videos and they're just like being like just ridiculous, being ignorant. Somebody did like intentionally gets on your videos, your channel, and they literally talk like negative, they talk crazy. They try to get a rise out of you, you know what I'm saying? They trying to like push you off your game or something, you know what I'm saying? That's what a troll is. No life. The only thing they have to live for is to talk crazy to people. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm pretty sure most of these trolls wouldn't talk crazy to somebody in their face. And that's the reason why they're a troll because they're doing it behind the veil of the internet. And they don't have the balls to go to somebody and say the same thing in somebody's face. That's what a troll is. So most of these folks up here that are trolls, they pussy. Real talk. Don't take the bait for the church. I mean, normally I don't, Dan. Normally I don't, but sometimes, yeah, sometimes I have to say something to them. I like trolls that keep the bridges safe, though. Yeah, they stay under a bridge. They stay in the dark. And then they come out, start talking crazy, and go right back in the dark. Hope there's noise isn't too loud for you guys, the traffic. Well, I'm at 22 minutes. Okay. I'm almost in my car, so I'll be up here like another 20 minutes. And I got enough battery life, so it will not go out on you again. So we good this time. Can't be hitting traffic. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I think for some reason, I could be wrong, but it almost like if I use my camera to record, it's like the mic is amplified. But if I do a live, it's like it's I don't know. It seems like the background noise sometimes is muted. I don't know. I don't know if anybody had the same experience, but I mean, but that happened the last time that I did live because the one guy honked at me, and I went back and looked and watched the live again. I'm like, I didn't even hear the honk, but it was loud. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. YouTube must have some type of like noise filtering when they do when you do live, which I'm not mad at. I mean, you can hear me and not the noise. So very fine. I don't even understand what you're saying, yo. What if it is your headphones, those Apple Pod things, maybe the microphone, your AirPods? I thought about that too, Dan. But I mean, but if that's the case, then why there's so much noise when I actually use my camera to record in the same environment? So I don't know. I don't know if the mic switches when I'm on live. I'm not exactly sure. But in any case, all that's telling me is that I still need to get a damn microphone. I still need to get a microphone with the what's the joint you put on the microphone to keep the noise out? The I think it's called a cat something. What is it called? Some type of like fuzzy thing you can put on top of the mic where it'll drown the background noise out. So, that's background noise cancellation, a lot of platforms, but now I'm going to stream. Yep, I believe it. A dead cat. That's what it is. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's what it is. Yeah, strawberry. Yeah, I know about that. Yep. Yep. Like I said, I mean, it's weird. Like if I record normally on my camera, the noise amplified. If I record like going live or like just straight up like do a short straight from my phone to YouTube, same thing. The noise is canceled out. But once again, I need to get a microphone, man. They only cost like what, maybe $100 for a nice one. Oh boy, where y'all at though? For like, where y'all in the states? I'm in Virginia. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? I know it was had a phone call. I don't know why YouTube doesn't have some type of software that can like mute a phone call when it comes through, but that happens every single time I get a phone call and my live just stops streaming. So if that's the case, then how in the world does somebody stream on their phone like on a normal platform, and if a phone call comes in, they don't? I don't know. Maybe I need to start streaming from my laptop. No phone calls there. So that's good, Ace. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to read. Sigma is the way to go. Yep. I got my boyfriend a whole bed set from there. Yeah, my two boys be doing Timu and TikTok store. Is that what it's called? I didn't even know TikTok do that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you can buy stuff off of TikTok. They always get packages from TikTok. Georgia, okay, bet. Eat your veggies. Yeah, I stayed in Georgia for like 3 years in Augusta. They called it Disguster, but I was stationed out there back from 2008 to 2010. That's good, Ace. Los Dangerous, Cali. Yeah, I was stationed in Cali, in Monterey, about 2.5 years. But I went to LA plenty of times. LA, San Diego, Frisco. Got a girlfriend in Oakland. Oakland reminded me so much of Norfolk and DC. I love Oakland. And see, I ain't gonna lie, Oakland was something else, man. My girlfriend at the time, she was African. She was from Kenya. And apparently there's like a huge community of like Africans in Oakland. They got like their own, like you have a Chinatown, they have an African town in Oakland. And one day I went up there to go see her. Mind you, this drive is like it's like a 3 hour drive from where I was at in Monterey to go to see her. Went to see her one day, and I knew she stayed with some roommates, you know what I'm saying, from Africa, but I had never seen them. And I walked in the joint, and this was 2001. This was right before 9/11. And yo, when I tell you that I saw the baddest women in my life at the time, yo, man. She had two Ethiopian girlfriends that were her roommates, and there was another chick. I think she's from Ghana. But I walked in, I was like, oh my God. Now my girl was bad as hell too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front about that. But when I walked in there and saw her three roommates, I was like, I started having second thoughts. I'm like, Y'all all bad. Yeah, Cali was something else, though. I'm from South Africa. Okay, that's what's up. Strawberry. I'm born French from Georgia. Okay. Yo, y'all still gave me a super. I'm not even gonna say your name, yo, but I appreciate the dono. I appreciate the dono, yo, but yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna say that name, yo. But that's crazy. That's crazy. This is a cool place. What you talking about, Strawberry? What's a cool place? California? You talking about California? California was a lick, yo. I ain't gonna front. It was. I didn't like the heat that much when I went to LA to Southern California at a homeboy that did the Oxnard, and I went there a couple times to see him. He was my homeboy from the army, and he moved down there, and his first son was my godson. So I went there a couple times before I left there to go see him in Oxnard. One day I went there for like a birthday party. One of his son's friends had a birthday party, and went to the person's house. Man, yo, that it was hot as man. It was hot down there, hot, burning hot. Yeah, Southern Cali is hot, man. It's real hot down there. But Monterey was like damn near 7 degrees all year round. Barely rained, barely had, and they had like a fog season. Like I think like during the fall time frame, it would be like really foggy. But outside of that, it was like 7 degrees, literally like average temperature all year round. It was perfect weather, absolutely perfect. Yeah, her name was Bintou, Bintou. Yeah, she was gorgeous. I love my wife though. You know what I'm saying? So this was years before me and my wife got married though. Years before. But yeah, I've seen Bintou on Facebook a couple times since that time. She's married now with kids. And she moved on. I broke her heart, man. I hate that I did that. I really do. You know what I'm saying? But I left California. She was still there. We only dated for like 5 months. So it's like, was I really going to get married to her? It was just dating, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't trying to like be locked down, but she was. And for years she tried to get back with me. I'm like, yeah, nah, I can't do that. You bad, but I'm not going to be doing like the. I'm in Virginia, you in California. Like, what kind of relationship we really going to have? It's, it's not going to work. I love California. Yep, I do too, Dan. No problem. Yep, I appreciate it, dono, yo. Let's see, let's see. They gave me one yesterday too. Gave you what, Serafina? Georgia, I'm scared I'll be moving to the States in 2 years. I'm scared of the States. States is not bad. You know what I'm saying? I do understand that, being overseas in other countries, like me being American, and I've gone to so many countries where like crime is damn near non-existent versus you come to the States and like you gotta be careful. So there's a danger aspect depending on where you at in the States. But the infrastructure here in the States is unparalleled to any other country. That's the reason why America is so much a sought after place to be at because yeah, I mean like land of opportunity really is. You know what I'm saying? Like I love other countries, but me personally, like I would have to be really incentivized to leave the states for real, for real. It's too much stuff I can do here. It's too much money I can make here versus me going to another country. There's so many restrictions on being an entrepreneur. There's so many restrictions on what you can do. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I'll visit, but I don't see myself living in another country. I love Virginia. I love the mountains. I love the woods. It's absolutely gorgeous out here all the time, like all year round. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, California 35 years, but good thing. Okay, bet that. 35 years, a long time. You ever gonna leave? Thoughts on Dante London. Actually, I'm gonna make a video about him today, probably. Because that last video he did, well, I think it was like last night he made a video. I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about that, yo. I'm not gonna talk bad about it to a certain degree, but I mean, but yeah, I gotta talk about that because yeah, yeah. Stay tuned. I'll make a video about that tonight. Well, actually, I probably made the video uh probably this afternoon. I say probably before 3. So stay tuned. Bro, isn't obligated to anything you do, bro. Yeah. Yep. Extreme weather. Yeah, it depends where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got hurricanes, we have tornadoes. Depending on where you at, you have earthquakes. Yeah, sometimes it is kind of crazy out here with the weather, but outside of that, I love the states. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Got another phone call. Let me start reading here. Maybe USA too. People dog on it too much. Yep, that's right, Dan. There's lie about the eviction and call report collected donations for a mayor lie and delete the videos. I don't know, Bell. I don't know. Not to see about that. Let it end where he doesn't have a job. We're so sick of supporting you. We're so fatigued. I hope you talking about Dante, not me. Mr. Mrs. X, you can get the hell up out of here too. 11:22 trolling. Yeah, he is trolling. No doubt. It's okay. But yeah, actually, my phone is about to die once again. I guess the live be like draining my battery here. But I want to make sure I don't this phone just don't cut out before I cut out the live like officially. But I appreciate y'all coming up here. I'm probably gonna try to go live again tomorrow after I leave the college. Let you guys know what's going on. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a good